Over the last 30 days, I have managed to grow over 30,000 followers on my page Millionaire Aesthetic, and I've managed to do all of this with less than 30 minutes work per day. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can grow your Instagram from 0 to over 30,000 followers in the space of just 1 month. And what I cover in this video is going to be relevant to you, whether you're trying to grow a theme page, a brand, or just grow a following for yourself on Instagram. This course is going to take you through the exact process to build yourself a massive following. Now, what is even more impressive than the 30,000 followers that I gained in a 30-day period with this page is the amount of high quality followers I've been able to gain in this period. In this 30-day period, I've managed to be followed by some top entrepreneurs such as Luke Belmar, Eddie Cumberbatch, Ethan Duran, and I even had George Heaton like one of my posts. This means I'm building a high quality audience, which is great for my page in terms of connections, trying to sell promotions, and then also trying to build a brand with the page in the future. And later in the video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I managed to do this and how you can manage to do this no matter what niche you're in. The first thing that we need to go ahead and do is pick a niche for our page. Okay, so as we can see here with my page, I'm in the luxury motivational niche. Obviously, if I was to post a bunch of random things to my page, it wouldn't really grow, and I certainly wouldn't get any successful entrepreneurs following my page. And aside from just the successful entrepreneurs, it would even be a struggle to get anyone to follow my page, because a lot of people, before they follow you, they'll come and check out your profile before they decide to follow your page. And if they see I'm posting a bunch of random things, then they have no reason to follow my page. And just to prove that point, as you can see here, in this 30-day period, I did have over 68,000 profile visits. And of course, from that, I did get 30,000 followers. Now, while some people probably did follow before going on my profile, that is a very good conversion rate. And the reason that is because my page is branded well, and I'm also staying within one niche. And that leads us very well onto the next point, which is to brand your page. Now, this is similar to picking a niche, but there are other things that go into the branding of your page. And that is things like your logo, also just what your page stands for and the identity of your page. Trying to have that down and like knowing what you're standing for and pushing for with your page and what your goal is going to help you cultivate a good community around that page that wants to achieve that same goal. Now, for example, to give you guys a good idea of what good branding is, we're going to take the brand Nike. And when I say Nike, the first thing that probably comes to your head is sports, is about winning, is about pushing yourself. Maybe even their slogan, "Just Do It," comes to mind. That is because their branding is really great. Of course, they're branded around sports, about winning, about competition, all things like that, which are all most likely feelings that come to your head when I say that brand, because you associate them with that brand. Now, to give another example in a different realm, we of course have Rolex. When I say Rolex, you think of luxury, you think of desirable, and you think of money probably. And that is purely because of the fact that they keep their brand exclusive. They don't let everyone just have a Rolex. You have to go on a waiting list to get it. You have to pay a lot of money, and therefore they are seen as this big brand that people aspire to get. To build this identity for your page, ask yourselves questions like this: who do you want to serve your page, and what do you want your message to be? This is not only going to help you to gain followers, but it's going to help you to cultivate a real community, which is then going to also help you in the future when you want to go ahead and start monetizing it and turn it into a real business. I'm going to show you guys some good examples of pages that have done this, because I'm a visual learner and I'm sure some of you guys are as well. This page is called By Maximize, and they're a great example of this. As you can see, their branding is pretty good, pretty simplistic. They have their logo, "Do more with your time." That is sort of what they're pushing, and they include their logo and their product in their videos now. So as you can see, they're including that logo and they're building and reinforcing that branding. And if you are to go ahead and watch some of their reels, unfortunately I can't show the sound because we're on YouTube, but they're all sending sort of a similar message, you know, helping you become the best version of yourself and pushing yourself, like as you can see here. And they have their logo in it, they have their product in it. If I go back to the start of this video, they have their phone case on screen here, which is their product. And yeah, they're just sort of, they're very well branded, which is helping them sell their product and build a great page. Then another example of a good page is Wi-Fi Aesthetics. They are selling a digital product with their page, and their page is all branded around having a warrior mindset. I have actually known this guy for ages. We have spoken for a long time, and their page used to be in a totally different niche, but he managed to sort of maneuver it into this niche, and now that is his branding and what he is going for. So as you can see here, home of inspiration, changing lives, and develop a warrior mindset. And then because of that, his posts about having a strong mindset and just being like stoic and all that stuff. As you can see here with his post and even his reels, they push that same message. They're telling you to know, you know, be strong, have a strong mindset, and all of that stuff. And then because of that, he's making some good sales on his product that he is selling. Now, while all of this is extremely important, there is something else that is just as important that we need to do before you go ahead and start our page. And that is to go ahead and do some market research. So before you go and pick your niche, I'd highly recommend you do a bunch of research on some different niches to see what you want to go into and to see what niches are doing good right now. And then also when you're doing this, have a think about some product ideas and the branding you'd want for your page. So before you go ahead and pick your niche, you're going to want to create a list of niches like the one I have on screen here. This is actually one that I've made for myself. I basically have a bunch of niches and then also give a bunch of examples for these pages in these niches to when I want to go ahead and start a page in that niche, I can then remind myself and take a look at some good content for some good ideas. I'd highly recommend that you do this. This document is actually from my premium Discord community, Social Growth. In Social Growth, I help people build and monetize social media pages. Inside, you get a bunch of resources such as this one here that has a bunch of winning niches with examples on it. You also get access to weekly calls with myself, a private community, and then also a full 8-hour course that I've built all around social media. So if you want to learn a little bit more about this community, then I'll leave a link for you in the description. But a document like this is important, and I always like to make one before I go ahead and start a page in a new niche, as then we have a bunch of data that we can pull from to go ahead and create a good page in that niche. This document will then aid us in our next step, which is to go ahead and create content. And this was actually something that when I asked my free Discord community what they struggled with a lot of the time they say it's coming up with content ideas to then stay consistent. So having a document like this is going to help you stay consistent. So 100% make a document like this for yourself so that you can have a bunch of ideas, and then you'll never really run out of video ideas if you have something like this. Now when it comes to content, while I have actually grown my page by just posting carousels of music for those 30 days, I would recommend you to start off with reels, especially if you don't have any posts or a following on your page yet. Then 100% start off by posting some reels, and you can also experiment with some carousels in this time as well, but reels are the best way to grow fast, especially on a new page. So then using our document that we have, for example, if I want to go ahead and create a post right now, I might click on one of these pages to get me some ideas. So maybe I'll go and have a look at Nonstop Classy over here. This is a great page, branded very well. And as you can see, I might just take a look and see which post outperformed some of the others. So they have slowed down a little bit recently, but they were doing really well. But for example, this page is an outlier, 385,000 likes. I'm not sure if it would really fit 100% the vibe of my page. Mine is more sort of dark and new money, but maybe I'd go ahead and take a look at this. Cool, this first photo did well for him. I might go and save that and then create a similar kind of post, just with different photos to obviously make it original. Now when it comes to creating content, as most of you guys are probably going to be using reels, I wanted to give you guys an example of me creating a reel for my page that I might actually go ahead and use on my page, so I can show you guys the basic editing process that you can follow. So like I said, I haven't really used many reels to grow my page in this last 30 days, but I have done a bit of experimenting, and these are sort of the mainly ones that I was experimenting with. And as you can see, this one, the most recent one that I posted, seemed to perform pretty well. And that's because I mixed in a new style with it with the kind of cube. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a video like this. And if you're not in this niche, that's fine. I just want to give you guys a basic editing tutorial so you can take some of these for yourself if you need it. So all I'm going to do is go into my saved on this account. And as you can see, there's a bunch of content saved that I would potentially use in either posts for my page or for a reel. So I've been starting to save some more reels recently to give me some ideas. So for example, this one done quite well, got 21,000 likes, and I quite like the aesthetic and the music, the beat that it goes with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy the link to this video. I'm then going to download this video, and I'm then going to put it into CapCut and start editing. So I'll catch you guys when I'm back in CapCut. Okay, perfect. So I'm in CapCut, as you can now see. If you guys want access to CapCut, I'll leave a link to it in the description. This is fine for simple edits like I'm doing on this page currently. But honestly, right now on Instagram, if you are wanting to grow a page really fast and in certain niches, editing styles that need to be a lot more effort and take a lot more time for certain pages, and it depends how you want to brand your page. So if you are going to do a bit more technical editing, I'd probably suggest something like Premiere Pro or DaVinci. DaVinci Resolve you can use for totally free at the start. I'll also leave a link to DaVinci in the description. But for now, nice and simple, I'm going to be using CapCut. To be honest, you can do some quite good edits on CapCut. I know a guy that has got crazy styles of videos and he edits them on CapCut Mobile. So that is just proof of concept to you guys that you can do this even if you've just got a phone. You don't even need a laptop. So I'm going to go ahead and extract audio, put this here, and then I'm going to add in my clips to put on top. So obviously my photos that I use, I've got a little folder. I'm just going to use these for my edit. And then I've also got this black overlay, which I'm going to use to go ahead and create that little square on the post that I of course want. So all you're going to do is you're going to come in here, you're going to press mask and rectangle, and you're basically going to play around and find a size that you want. And you're then going to go ahead and round the corners. So I'm going to do this to my exact settings in a second, but I'm going to just round the corners to 30 as that is what I usually do. And then yeah, we're just going to go up here and press this little button here to reverse it. And now as you can see, you've got that square and you're going to put your photos so they fit that square. I'll be back for you guys once I've made this to the size that I normally do so it fits in with my page. Okay, perfect. So I'm back and I'm now going to sort of edit in line with these beats because that is what makes sense. So I'm going to do similar style, similar concept, everything you like, just using my photos, and I'm making it different also because I'm using this overlay which this guy isn't using and is trending quite well right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some photos, edit them in, and then I'll show you guys once I have the sort of final result. Okay, right, so we've now done with the edit. That literally took me about maybe 10 minutes in total, if that. So yeah, if we go ahead and hit play, as you can see, obviously I'm not going to show you the music because I don't want to get copyrighted, but this is the kind of edit that I'm doing for my page. I'll post this on my page and then I guess we'll see how it gets on. But that is basically a very simplified editing tutorial. Obviously, if you want to go into this niche, then cool, you can try out this style. However, if you do want to grow really fast, there's a bunch of really high edited styles that are doing well right now. And editing is a great skill to learn. So I would recommend putting in the hours to try and learn these edits. And if you want some more tutorials, there's more on my channel and also inside the course that I talked about earlier. Also, if you guys are wanting to grow a page in this niche, I will leave a link in the description to my clip pack, where basically it was just a bunch of clips that I used to grow this page, and you can go ahead and use them yourselves to make your own original videos. It just saves you a bunch of hours where you have to go ahead and find and save and download photos and videos for yourself. So if you guys do want access to that, then you can get that from the link in the description. Now then, like I just showed you in that editing tutorial, we don't want to be exactly like everybody else. So to do this, there are many things we can do. We can use filters, specific filters. We can use specific sort of captions on our videos. So maybe we go for a certain color that links to our brand. We can use branding, such as branding our content. And also we can do things like that square that I just did. There are many things that we can do, but a great example of that was the one that I just did in this editing tutorial, where of course I took this concept from this guy where he's not using the square. Obviously, if I take this off, he done a full screen one. His stuff is really good. He's choosing good photos and this performed pretty well. And now I'm going to try it on my page with the little square style, of course, to make it different to what everybody else is doing. So these are some little things that you can do to make your page stand out. This is one of my premium students, Wisest, and this is another great example of somebody that's done this. So he's been in premium for just under a month now. We're sort of going over some strategies for his page. Before, he was doing a lot of like basic like videos where there was just, it was the same as everybody else in the niche really. It was just like some black and black at the top and the video on the screen, or a full video. And I recommended him to try out this sort of square style, and as you can see, it's been performing relatively well for him. And it's been getting him some more views. I was like, I haven't really been seeing anybody doing this too much in your niche. So yeah, he started doing this, and once again, it's helped him gain some more views with his page. So that's just another example for you guys that you need to sort of make these little adjustments to help your page stand out against the others that are in your niche. When it comes to posting, the best advice that I can give if you already have a following is to post just before the peak time that your followers come online. This is when obviously everyone is going to be most active and then most likely to see your post that is going to get it boosted, obviously if people engage with it. So that is the best time if you have an audience. Now if you're starting from scratch and you don't have an audience, to be totally honest with you guys, posting times don't matter too much. If a post is bound to go viral, it will go viral whether you post it at 10 AM or 10 PM. Eventually it's going to hit the right audience if it is something that is a viral piece of content. But nevertheless, my advice to you would be, if you're starting a brand new page, is to pick a time zone in a place that you want to hit that audience. So for most of you guys, it's going to be USA, as obviously with a USA audience, you're more likely to make more money. So obviously in America, there are different time zones. So I'll just go ahead and pick the time zone where, I don't know, maybe the most people are in America. So I'm not even sure what time zone that is, but let's just say it's CET. You want to go ahead and post in that time zone. I would highly recommend posting sort of in the evening. So between 4 PM and anywhere between 9 PM is a good sort of time to post, as most people are active then. And you're posting just before people are obviously scrolling before bed. So that would be my advice to you if you are starting with a brand new page. But with that being said, like I just mentioned, it doesn't really matter that much. These are just little tweaks you can do to try and help get that audience that you may desire. However, something that is important when it comes to posting is staying consistent. If you stay consistent, the algorithm will favor you. And even aside from that, if we take the algorithm out of it, being consistent is just simply going to mean that you're going to have more chances to go viral because you're going to be posting more content. And also it's going to give you more chances to learn. For example, if I post one post, it's not very likely that post is going to go viral. If I post 10, one out of those 10 might go viral, and then I can go ahead and take a look at that post and analyze it. And this is another really strong point, to analyze which post done well. And you can go ahead and take what you learned from that post that went viral and try and reincorporate it into more posts to go viral again. This is why it's really important to be consistent, because it's going to get you more chances to go viral, and it's going to give you more data to pull from to have a look at which videos are doing well, which ones are performing better than others. This one got 10 views. Why did it get 10 views? This one got 10,000 views. Why did it get 10,000 views? What can I take from that video that made it do well that I can then remake in a different way and get another video that might go ahead and get 100,000 views? Very simple, but it is very important that you're consistent when you're posting, and then you're analyzing why that post has done well or not done so well. To give you guys another example of this, on my page, I'm going to just show you simply when I sort of changed and turned my page into this kind of niche. At the start, I was a bit all over the place. I was sometimes posting dark stuff, sometimes posting these light kind of posts. And then what I sort of noticed is, by posting more and more, I noticed that these darker kind of posts around nighttime and sort of less classy stuff and more like sort of millionaire, I guess, aesthetic stuff, you could say, like more like new money instead of old money, was doing better on my page. So as you can see here, this was a sign of it. And then this one was a big sign of it. As you can see, 34,000 likes. This got me a lot of followers. And then as soon as I saw that happen, I already had this one drafted, I kind of thought, okay, maybe I should switch the sort of niche into doing more of this darker kind of stuff. So I tested with it, and yeah, as you can see, this one then hit 83,000 likes. Doing more, this one got 11,000 likes once again. Then this one, 433,000 likes, 20,000 likes here. Another one over here, 20,000 likes. Another one here, 79,000 likes. Another one here in that same dark kind of style, 47,000 likes. So this is just to go ahead and show you guys that obviously you're going to look what does well for your page, analyze that data, and then don't just analyze it, obviously act on what that data says. If it's doing better in this style, do more of that style until it stops working, do some more testing, and then once you find something else that is working, do that style and double down on that again. So that's some great advice for you guys to go ahead and blow up your page. Now I'm interested to know, would you guys want to see me carry this whole process out in real time on a fresh new account and document it in a series format? I've done it on TikTok before. I'll leave it somewhere over here on the screen. I documented the full process of growing a TikTok page from 0 to 700,000 followers. And yeah, would you guys want to see me do that on Instagram? If so, let me know by dropping a like on this video and then comment the word series down below. And if we get enough demand for it, I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. Now, the one thing that I didn't cover in this mini course was monetization. And to be honest, that was because I just wanted to make this course simply about growth, as you need to grow before you can monetize. But if you are interested in knowing how you can actually go ahead and make money with these Instagram pages, then I'll leave a link to this video on screen over here, where I basically go over the way that I have used these pages to make thousands for myself and how other people have done the same as well. Now, if you want to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe to this channel, as doing so has literally made some people thousands. Apart from that, I hope you all did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.